Je vérifie. Est-ce qu'il me reçoit ou pas? Oui, c'est bon. J'ai pas besoin de me connecter, je veux dire. Oui, je suis en direct. Par contre, j'enregistre pas ou pas? Si, j'enregistre quand même. Pourquoi il est encore en non répertorié? Je viens juste d'enregistrer que je voulais un truc public. Il est con, quoi. Mais j'ai dit public! Ça marche pas. Pourquoi c'est si compliqué? Bon, bah voilà. C'est le live random à 13h. Je pense que personne va venir, mais c'est pas très grave. Moi, je suis contente d'être là. Je suis sûre qu'il y a plein de filles qui peuvent être là. Moi, je vais rester dans ce chat-là. Mais moi aussi je veux. Merlin. Bref, c'est complètement random, je sais pas si les gens vont arriver, mais c'est pas grave. Moi, je travaille sur un truc. Bonjour, bienvenue, salut! Je vais juste mettre coucou. Hello. Random stream. Non, mais je suis pas dans le chat là. Random stream work. Ah, random stream working on lineworks for new book. Bah non, mais faut pas que je partage la page. Moi, je suis con moi. Lineworks for my book coming up in 2 weeks. Je vous envoie quand même la page projet, ça peut servir. Nous sommes sur Ulule. Alors je ferai un vrai live une autre fois parce que là c'est complètement random. J'annoncerai un autre live qui sera plus intéressant pour les gens. Là, on travaille ensemble pour 2 heures environ. Sur les dessins du livre. Bienvenue, bonjour, je ne sais pas qui est là, c'est pas très grave, c'est pas important non plus. Mon important c'est que en fait le fait de streamer... Ah, j'ai baissé un peu la musique par contre, ça va m'embêter si je parle. Moins de musique. Moi ce que j'aime bien en fait, je vous expliquais ma vie pour ceux qui suivent, du coup c'est en français. Hein, I can speak English if someone is actually only speaking English. I'll explain the process. But I'd like to stick with French because I'm pretty exhausted and I don't really feel like talking in English. Anyway, donc ce que j'ai essayé de vous expliquer, c'est qu'en fait j'ai énormément de travail actuellement et j'ai beaucoup de mal à me concentrer parce que du coup j'ai un trouble de l'attention et quand j'ai beaucoup de choses à faire, ça peut devenir un peu envahissant. Et là, ce qui se passe, c'est que du coup, j'ai eu beaucoup de mal à me mettre sur mon travail ce matin. Et je me suis dit, et si je fais un stream, ben, ça m'obligera un tout petit peu à rester concentrée et à proposer quelque chose. Parce que du coup, je suis en train de filmer ce que je fais, donc il faut bien avancer. Et comme je peux discuter en même temps, et ben du coup, ça me permet d'avoir un truc un peu animé plutôt que de rester dans le silence total. C'est le côté interactif, je pense, qui m'aide un petit peu. C'est pour ça que je me suis dit, même si c'est pas du tout vraiment l'heure où je pourrais streamer, parce que je pense qu'il n'y a pas grand monde qui peut me voir à cette heure, moi ça m'aide en fait à rester concentrée dans mon travail. Je referai un stream de toute manière. Bon là je vais pas le dire parce qu'il n'y aura pas full, mais je referai un stream. I will stream again at a better time, I guess. I will stream probably like on a Wednesday night or something, so I can work more on this because I have a lot to do. But for now, I'm just chilling, you know, trying to fix this. I actually had like a rough map of I tried like a coloring app thing done by AI with my own artwork, and the rendering was kind of okay, I guess, but it's a little bit too thick. It doesn't really have the style that I want. It's too I guess just thick. Ouais. Je disais du coup que je suis en train de travailler une illustration du coup pour le set de coloriage que j'ai mis sur Ulule là. Et j'ai utilisé une application une IA en fait pour essayer de gagner un peu de temps sur la création des lignes de base pour faire mon dessin à colorier, en espérant gagner du temps. Et en fait le rendu il est pas très beau, j'aime pas du tout en fait ce que ça a fait, donc c'est pas un gain de temps du tout, au cas où vous auriez une question concernant ce genre d'application. Ça aurait été intéressant en fait en soi de payer une petite participation pour pouvoir créer du contenu à colorier qui me permette en fait de dégager du temps pour créer plus de dessins par exemple. Pourquoi pas. Mais le fait est que le rendu est pas génial et au final je ne gagne absolument pas de temps puisque je dois refaire les lignes. Donc je préfère le faire moi-même, voilà. Je pense qu'il n'y a pas grand monde qui regarde, mais c'est pas très grave. Je partage même pas le lien, hein. Là j'ai juste envie d'avancer en fait, donc s'il y en a qui regardent, tant mieux, s'il y en a qui regardent pas, c'est pas très grave. En vrai c'est pas si mal pour un truc qui est fait random, mais c'est pas vraiment le rendu que je voulais, donc je préfère retravailler toutes les lignes. Je me doute bien qu'un mardi après ma 13h il n'y aura pas full. Je pourrais quand même partager le stream. Comment je fais? Je sais plus du tout. Est-ce que j'aurai le lien quelque part de la vidéo elle-même? Partager. Copier le lien. Je sais même pas où c'est que j'aurai le plus de chance d'avoir des gens. Je sais ce que je vais faire une story. Et coucou, bonjour à tous. Hello guys, I am currently streaming if you'd like to check it out. Du coup, pour ceux que ça intéresse, je travaille actuellement en direct sur YouTube. Donc je vais mettre le lien en story si vous voulez venir me voir. Je sais que c'est random, on est mardi, il est 13h, mais c'est pas grave, j'avais envie de travailler dessus avec vous. Donc si vous voulez venir voir, je travaille sur un dessin à colorier pour le projet Spring Beauty. Donc si ça vous intéresse, n'hésitez pas. If you'd like to check it out, I will put the link in my story. And you can also join my YouTube channel if you'd like to see that. I'm working on a new coloring page for my new project on Ulule. So yeah, go check it out. I'll be streaming for like 2 to 3 hours So yeah, let's go. And I'm gonna show you what I'm doing right now. Maintenant, la question c'est comment rajouter un lien. Lien. Et du coup, il faut que je me l'envoie. Ouah, comment c'est trop compliqué. Pourquoi j'ai pas accès au lien directement? Il faut discuter avec les gens. Je vais m'envoyer par mail. Sakuems. Mail, copier le lien.
Coucou, bonjour à tous. Hello guys, I am currently streaming if you'd like to check it out. Du coup, pour ceux que ça intéresse, je travaille actuellement en direct sur YouTube. Donc je vais mettre le lien en story si vous voulez venir voir. Je sais que c'est random, on est mardi, il est 13h, mais c'est pas grave, j'avais envie de travailler dessus avec vous. Donc si
Je devrais plus souvent faire des stories où je monte ma tête. On va faire une autre du coup. Non, je suis bête, je suis en train de publier. Donc, faut que j'attende que ce soit envoyé. C'est pour ça, je me dis, c'est pas très grave. Il n'y a qu'une personne qui regarde. Je me demande qui c'est, si c'est pas moi-même en fait qui compte. Importation de la story.
bonjour à tous. Hello guys, I am currently streaming if you'd like to check it out. Du coup, pour ceux que ça intéresse, je travaille actuellement en direct sur YouTube. Donc je vais mettre le lien en story si vous voulez venir voir. Je sais que c'est random, on est mardi, il est 13h, mais c'est pas grave, j'avais envie de travailler dessus avec vous. Donc si vous voulez venir voir, je travaille sur un dessin colorié pour le projet Spring Beauty. Donc si ça vous intéresse. Et coucou, bonjour à tous. Hello guys.
Pourquoi ça a coupé?
Coucou, bonjour à tous. Hello guys, I am. Coucou, bonjour à tous. Hello guys, I am currently streaming if you'd like to check it out. Du coup, pour ceux que ça.
Je vous montre quand même ce que je suis en train de faire. Du coup, voilà, pour celles et ceux qui veulent me suivre sur YouTube, on est en train de travailler le dessin à colorier qui est à la fois pour ma page Patreon, du coup, pour le mois de mai. Et aussi, du coup, qui sera pour le projet Spring Beauty. Donc, c'est Kitsune, c'est l'illustration de la la jolie fille japonaise avec son masque de renard. Donc voilà, je travaille dessus, on a presque fini. Donc si vous voulez venir voir et discuter avec moi sur YouTube, je vous mets le lien. Allez, à tout de suite.
Je vous montre quand même ce que je suis en train de faire. Du coup, voilà, pour celles et ceux qui veulent me suivre sur YouTube, on est en train de travailler le dessin à colorier qui est à la fois pour ma page Patreon, du coup, pour le mois de mai, et aussi, du coup, qui sera pour le projet Spring Beauty. Donc c'est Kitsune, c'est l'illustration de la la jolie fille japonaise avec son masque de renard. Donc voilà, je travaille dessus, on a presque fini. Donc si vous voulez venir voir et discuter avec moi sur YouTube, je vous mets le lien. Allez, à tout de suite. Je vous montre quand même ce que je suis en train de faire.
Maintenant que j'ai fait ma petite com sur Instagram, partagez aussi nulle part. J'écoute la bonne musique. Enfin bref, hello, Coucou, bonjour. On verra s'il y a des gens qui débarquent. J'ai plus de musique, ça va plus du tout. Je vais probablement chanter. I might also just sing. If you don't want me to stop, just let me know. Je vais mettre un peu plus de son. Je suis en train de me dire, c'est pas la pire heure pour streamer. Je pense qu'en fonction du décalage horaire, je pense qu'on est pas mal. Genre dans le sens... genre il est beaucoup trop tôt ou trop tard, ou voilà, ça marche pas. Bah, techniquement, les US, ils peuvent me regarder. Hein. Technically speaking, you can see me from the US. It's pretty early, but New Yorkers are getting up. It's 7 for you guys. London, you're on the lunch break. It's actually 12. It's actually noon, so that's pretty cool. And then for anybody who's at least like starting the middle of Asia up to like Japan and everything and Australia, it's actually nighttime. It's like 8 to 9 p.m. So that's not a bad time. It's a pretty cool time. I just need for people to get the notification that I'm actually streaming, which is the issue with YouTube because I never have that. No one is coming. Can we go above like 2 people watching this? I need at least 2 people. C'est pas grave. It's okay. It's more than okay. I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm just randomly streaming. It's fine. Ce que je vais faire surtout, c'est que je vais faire une vidéo. Probablement que je ferai une vidéo demain pour annoncer le projet en détail. Et j'annoncerai que je ferai un stream où je travaille mes illustrations. Et on fera aussi un autre stream que je vais annoncer pour faire la hype complet. Parce que le projet se terminera le 10, non le 10, le 15, c'est ça, le 15 juin c'est le last day pour le projet. Ça peut être hyper intéressant d'être en week-end du coup. Et ça peut être fun de faire un stream du dernier jour, genre. Il reste que 2 heures, il reste que 3 heures. Pour que les gens partagent le truc à fond, genre ouais, venez, ramenez les gens et tout. You guys. Ah, si seulement YouTube ne planquait pas mes streams. Moi, je suis curieuse de savoir c'est est-ce que mon chéri va se rendre compte que je stream alors qu'il a pas été, alors que je lui ai pas dit. En fait, je vais le refaire, c'est dégueulasse comme ligne. Je ne suis pas du tout, c'est pas, ça ne me plaît pas. Je recommence ces lignes. Ces lignes ne sont pas belles. I don't like this. La grande question c'est est-ce que... Oh yes, someone is coming! Hey! Hey, Peppermint Pixie! I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by. Can't do digital, not even a stickman. Yeah, usually I like to work on paper and all, but for my my coloring pages, even though I do like the feeling of the paper, I used to do a lot of my line work on paper. I like having a clean, very clean look, and it's way easier to do that on computer. And also I like working with my tablet because I get to be really close to the piece if I want very like strong details and all. I can't really zoom on my paper. First of all, I can't zoom on the paper, and second of all, I mean, if I want to have the same amount of details, I would have to work on a pretty large piece of paper. And every time I worked on paper, I had to scan and do a lot of edits. I don't know, it's just different. I like working on my tablet also because I paid a lot of money. Not a lot of money, I pay like less than 300 euros, but still, better use this, I guess. And I think there was like another reason why I'd like to work digitally, but just for clean lines. Clair obscur. New book? Hell yeah, there's a new book. It's on, it's a crowdfunding project because the last couple of months were okay, but for a few months I had pretty low sales, and I wanted to make a new book, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't spending a shit ton of money in air and like not knowing at all what I would get. So I had to figure out a way, and I felt like crowdfunding was the best option. And basically, it's a coloring book. I'll just put the link again. It's actually a coloring book. And no, I don't have any tutorials per se in that specific book, but I do have tutorials every month on my Patreon page for like $5. If you'd like to join the Patreon page, I will also post that. I do coloring demo every month, and for like $5 you have access to the shorter version. So like it's about 5 to 10 minutes of process with music. And then if you like to get an actual tutorials, real-time tutorials for like 35-40 minutes, it's another level, and that has like voiceover and all. For now I only do French because I don't have anyone who's signed up and who speaks English. But if I have someone who speaks English, I will do a voiceover, of course, and you will have also the English version. But yeah, so it's actually a crowdfunding project for a new coloring book. But I have tons of coloring book. you didn't have any idea that I actually had coloring books. That just to show how hard it is to be seen online, because I've been doing coloring books with my own artworks for like 6+ years. I have like 6 out. Two are actually discontinued because they're pretty old. So I've discontinued my first one, the 2017, and I think also the 2019 is out of stock, and I won't be restocking that. And I'm clearing up some of my older ones, but I do have like four references are still in stock, and it's on Etsy or my Ko-fi store. I also have a Shopify account, a Shopify store, but it's been in the making. It's not completely ready yet. But any of my new product and my new coloring book will be exclusively sold on Shopify, because I need to pay back the subscription service. So yeah, you'll sign up for Patreon. I'll be the first one you sign up to. That's really nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You can join for free if you want to be up to date to my stuff. It's actually completely free. And if you want actual rewards, you have different levels. You can just sign up for like $2 and get like a coloring page exclusive to Patreon every month. And if you want more, you can select any kind of membership, and you can also just join for like a month and then go back to being free. You don't have to commit every month. And I recently switched to subscription, I think 2 months ago. I used to be per creation, and now I am on a monthly subscription basis. And it's way easier for me because anybody can join anytime. So that's pretty cool. You don't have Shopify? It's okay. Actually, Shopify is just my website, and I accept every payment. But it's not ready yet. If you want to support, you can just go on Patreon, or you can just check the project on Ulule, or just sign up, like just check the Etsy store. Shopify is not completely ready, so you don't have to go on Shopify. But they do accept every payment methods. I don't speak English, but it's okay. You don't have to go on Shopify. I'm still in the process of making the store. It's pretty hard. It's a very complex website. It's almost like there's a lot of features, there's a lot of apps and stuff, and you can do a lot of things with Shopify, but it's not very user friendly. I spend hours figuring out how to put my stock levels and every references. I still have to translate every description that I have, because I wrote all of those in English for my Etsy store. But now that I have also a French store, I have to enable other languages and do the translation, or ask for someone to do it. It's a big process, and I currently I don't think you can buy on my Shopify because it's in pause. I still think it is available. You can still support on Shopify until June 9th, and then I'll have it switched to a custom like build. So I only pay like $10 a month, so I can still build my website, and then in July I will have my new book basically up on Shopify, on my Shopify store. But if you are, I don't know where you live, but in July, 1st of July, the shipping costs for my books will increase drastically, because the post office will basically discontinue the shipping fee I was using. Like, it was a pretty low shipping fee, and it's gonna be really expensive now, and then they don't have anything to replace it. So my prices, the shipping cost will drastically be raised starting July 1st. Getting like a book will be other 15 euros for shipping. Compared to now, it's just like 2 or 3, I think. So if you do want to support and get my books, I highly suggest you to check it out before the end of June, so I can ship it at a lower cost. Basically, it will be way cheaper for you, and for anyone's watching, if you do want to support my work, either check the project on my crowdfunding project page, or just check the store and make sure to order before July 1st if you are not in France, because it's going to be pretty expensive afterwards. which is kind of annoying, which is also why I do Patreon, because I want to be able to still provide content for everyone around the world without them having to pay for a lot of money. So that's another way, you know, to keep, like, just to keep being in the game, I guess, just to keep producing content without having to cut down on all of those that I really like to do. And it's okay, I can still ship stuff, I can still provide physical items for anyone. It's going to be more expensive to do for overseas, thanks Donald Trump. And it's also going to be, I guess, overall just more expensive to do physical copy, which is also why I'm doing a crowdfunding project, because I know then exactly how many copies I have to get. And I don't just spend money out of the blue, because it's pretty scary to invest like 400 or 500 euros in like a printing service and you have no idea if you're gonna sell any of those. I have like books that have been sitting in my shelf like for months now, and yeah, it's a lot. What do I buy the books from? Can you send me a link? So if you want to get actually my books currently available, it's on Etsy for now. I would prefer if you get them on my Ko-fi store. So I will give you the Ko-fi store for the main reason is that it's have way less fees, but it's a little bit. Hang on, let me just check what's the best link. There's not a lot of those. I'll have to check for the actual stock levels, because I don't have a lot left, but I believe it's up to date. I only have 3 books for now. I guess I'm gonna just give you the Etsy link, because it's the most up to date. Stock levels are on point, and even if I get a bit of extra fees, it's fine. I'll just provide that. You can get them here for my current books. And then for the new book coming up, it's only as a pre-order on the project page, basically. Which is basically, I mean, it is technically a pre-order system. You will still get the book at the end of June, because I will order them in about a week or so. So that's up to you. It depends on the style you'd like to get. If you prefer my former books, or if you prefer the new ones. This is for the new book pre-order. And if you'd like to, hang on, I can provide the English link. I forgot that. I need to change the, I think this is how I should have, no, I'm asking for the English one. That website sometimes is just killing me. It's so hard just to see it in English. Hang on 1 second. I will translate that to English and provide a proper link. Okay, this last link is for pre-ordering the new book. Okay. Jesus Christ. And if you want to have monthly tutorials and coloring pages digitally or physically, if you'd like to get the higher levels, it's on Patreon, but that doesn't expire technically, so you can just check everything up, see what you want to have. I have stock available. Make sure to just check out before the end of this month. Technically speaking, every order placed before June 20 will be taken care of. Because I am leaving at the end of June, so I won't be able to fulfill any orders starting the 1st of July. I will do my best to, if for some reason I'm unable to take care of orders, but they were placed in June, I will cover the shipping cost. That's on my end. But if you place the order after July 25th, it's going to be hard for me to include that as in part of the cycle. And anyone who is ordering from overseas, so outside of France, in July 1st, will have the increased shipping cost. So I will make a video very specific about that very soon. I also will have like a promo video about the project. I will do a vlog probably tomorrow or something. And I will have another stream where it's actually announced that I'm doing a stream. And I will also specify that the stream is in French or English depending on who's coming. Currently it is basically 1 p.m. 1:30 p.m. for French people, so most people are actually working right now, and it's exactly what I'm doing too, but I understand that people might not be here right now. I'm pretty much settled with anyone who's not speaking French because this is a great time for anyone who's like in Australia or someone living East Coast of the US because of the time zones. So anyway, a lot to say, a lot. Gonna run back to the dog with your doggo. Okay, have a safe trip. Enjoy the walk with your dog, and you can come back whenever you want. I'll be streaming for like 2 to 3 hours, I believe. Probably, it's actually for me. It's currently 1:30 p.m. I think I will stop around 5. Oh, you're in Scotland. Okay, so it's a bit earlier for you. I will be still streaming for like 2 to 3 hours or something, so you can come back after your walk. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, sure. See you later. I'm gonna go back to actually working on this. Oh, it's been a while since I've spoken English, right? Like completely out of the blue and live. It's been a while. I like it. Kind of missed it too. I enjoy talking French, of course, because it's my native language. But it's also nice to express myself in a different language from time to time. Practicing, you know, so I don't get too rusty. And I'm making a mess. I have to be careful. Be back soon. Thank you. Give lots of kisses to the doggo. I feel like this is a little bit too thick. This is thick. Voilà, là, je sais pas douée des fois, moi. J'ai fait un truc qui est pas très joli. Ok. Two people are watching. I'm currently working on this, which is an artwork that I did a couple months ago, like 2 months, 3 months. I think I finished this in February. Yeah, it's been over almost 4 months, and it's part of my project, the Spring Beauty coloring project, and I am almost done, but I do have a lot of lines to fix because I don't really like how thick they are here, so I'm gonna fix those. And yeah, almost done here. This is completed. I might double the, because it's a pretty pale rendering. Have to fix a few lines, but for now it's good. Okay. Oh, I think it's kind of like the wrong. I think I want to do the other way. Hello guys! Bonjour tout le monde! Bonjour, bonjour. Est-ce qu'il y a des Français? Je sais pas. Hello? Feel free to chat, let me know where you guys come from. Where do you watch this? Would you like to stay? We're actually actually making a new coloring page out of one of my artworks. It's been a while since I was trimmed. Yeah, I'm making a mess. Please give me the proper tool. Thank you. Aïe, 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 aïe. Tons of cherry blossoms. Sometimes I wonder why I'm making things way harder for myself. You know, I could just do like one single flower, short hair, make things way simpler, easier, faster to do. But then it would be kind of boring, so... Oh god. I do wonder why, you know, you have like a great idea and then you make like a sketch and all, you plan things, you start building stuff on your paper, and then you realize that it's a really complex piece and you probably will spend like hours trying to color things, and then you don't feel like coloring the piece because it's too much work. I think I like a sketchy look, not like super polished artwork. Too much work. Am I the only one like this? I mean, I do like polished artworks, finished, complete, detailed pieces, but my ADHD doesn't like that. It's too much work. Way too much work. Non, c'est vrai, je sais pas s'il y a des Français qui regardent, mais moi, j'adore en fait les illustrations super complexes, recherchées, machin, avec un travail de fou, de fifou dessus, mais j'ai pas 50 heures à passer sur un dessin, moi, je peux pas en fait. Mon TDA, il a pas envie. Au bout d'un moment, juste, j'en peux plus. J'ai besoin de changer de dessin. Je dois avoir au moins 35 illustrations en cours de création, quoi. I think I have like 35 artworks in my to-do pile. Like, I have so many artworks. Will I ever finish everything? I don't think so. I think it's pretty much normal as any creator. You have projects on the side, stuff in the making, work in progress, you know. But I wish I was able to finish most of them. because I don't like having stuff uncompleted, like waiting on me. It feels like a burden sometimes to be like, okay, I have to finish something, you know. But I have to look at things in a way where sometimes you don't have to finish something. Maybe the purpose was just to try something new. Maybe just work on the concept art. You may just don't want to complete the piece further than a sketch, a line work. You know, things like that. It's okay. I hope you can hear me, but I think it's working. Hey, yeah, the mic is reacting. What I like about streaming is that I'm able to actually make a lot of progress in my artworks. Making coloring pages is a pretty boring, tedious process, actually. There's absolutely zero difficulty. There's nothing is challenging about this. You know, literally outlining my work, it's not hard to do. But it's really long and repetitive. Repetitive? Is it a word? Maybe, I don't know, I don't speak English. It's a task that is pretty boring. It's just always the same. It's not necessarily what I enjoy to do the most because I like working with colors. But I do really like seeing what people do with the coloring pages. Seeing the work of others, seeing the colors that they were gonna use, the difference between my work and their work. That's a great feeling. It's a nice reward that helps with the boringness of making the actual page. It's not very exciting to do. Dare I say that it's not hard to do, but then I'm always just messing up my lines. Yeah, I mean, there is some kind of difficulty. Bonjour Émilie. Je suis française et je comprends lorsque tu parles anglais. Je peux aussi parler français et embêter tous les autres, ceux qui parlent pas du tout, ceux qui parlent pas français. Comme ça, on aura un langage secret entre nous. Mais merci beaucoup. Et bonjour du coup, Fantéarsia. Bonjour, bienvenue. Je suis contente de voir des Français. Tout le monde n'est pas au travail à cette heure-ci. J'ai décidé complètement random de faire mon petit stream. Voilà. But I guess if you speak English, I'll just keep on speaking English. It just will be easier. Although I don't exactly know who's watching. There's 3 people right now. I know Peppermint probably is still here because she said that she will keep the live open. And then there's you, Fante Arsia, and then someone else. But it might count myself because I am currently monitoring the stream, so I have no idea if this counts or not. I don't think so. I think there's a third mysterious person not talking in the chat. But I think it's not. I think it's common. If you look at various streams and all, sometimes people just like to have that in the background or just casually checking and watching. But they're not necessarily talking or chatting in the actual chat. First of all, some people don't like that. Some people don't have something to say, maybe. There's countless reasons why you wouldn't like intervene. And I'm fine with this. It's okay. I want to redo this entire section because it's not looking really nice. Hey, yeah. But yeah, thank you, Fantasia. If you'd like to know a bit more backstory about this one, I completed this artwork about 4 months ago for a convention I was attending. And now I'm making it as a coloring page for my Patreon. This is for the patrons of May, so it's already too late to get that one. But the actual piece, the coloring page, will be part of my book coming up, the Spring Beauty Coloring Project. And it's currently being under crowdfunding until June 15th. And I don't know if you have the link. If you join the chat after I posted the link, do you see the link right now? I don't know. But if you don't, then here it is. This is the English page, but you can also translate that in French. D'habitude, tu regardes la vidéo depuis ma télé, mais je ne commande jamais. Eh ben oui, du coup, on peut pas depuis la télé. Ah, d'accord. Merci beaucoup. Déjà, merci de regarder mes vidéos. Et merci d'être là aujourd'hui. Du coup, ce dessin, this artwork will be part of the Spring Beauty project. Coming up in about 2 weeks. I'm currently working hard. Not as hard as I need to, actually. I have a lot of work to do, but I'm working my best to complete all the remaining designs. I have about half of the content. Oh, ça fait plus de 10 ans! Wow! Désolée, la réaction elle est en français parce que j'ai un what? Seriously? Oh, thank you. Merci beaucoup. Tu me diras, moi ça fait 15 ans que je suis sur YouTube. Ouais, bah oui, pas loin maintenant. J'ai commencé en 2011. Sérieux? Waouh! Merci beaucoup, merci. Il n'y en a pas beaucoup, je crois, qui restent encore depuis le début. C'est très compliqué hein, sur YouTube. J'apprécie beaucoup. Il y a eu du changement en 10 ans. Du coup, tu fais partie des gens qui m'a vu partir et revenir et repartir et revenir et... Sorry guys, I'm only speaking French, but someone just said that basically they've been watching me for like 10 years, and so she basically saw every stage of my art career. You know, when I left, when I was depressed, when I got back and I left again. YouTube is a pretty love and hate relationship for me. I've always wanted to be part of this, but I never really felt like I was fitting in a way. And now I have absolutely zero expectations. I'm fine having 2 people watching me. I'm fine having like 50 views. I'm able to make a living with my work. I would love to have a bit more interaction with people. This is what I miss the most, is actually having people. Right now it's pretty nice because I can chat about things. But yeah, having like 10 people on my chat is more than enough. We get to chat, we can like have fun together, chill, talk about our lives, making art. That's fine with me. I don't need, or I don't necessarily want to have like hundreds of people watching the chat, watching the stream, because then I wouldn't be able to actually talk with you guys. I like things to be manageable, first of all, and I like to know people, so it's pretty cool to not have too many people. But it's been hard back in the days because I used to have a bit more engagement, and then I had pretty much nothing, and so it was kind of a shock to my system, and I felt pretty irrelevant. But I'm trying still to be there, you know, engage with people, fun ways to still be relevant, and it's still working. Not the same way, but it's still working. So I appreciate when people are sticking around, you know, and like the fact that you're still here means a lot to me. Yeah. J'aimais beaucoup tes tutos colo et tes copies, mais je n'ai jamais arrêté de te suivre, même si je n'ai jamais discuté. Okay. Yeah, I mean, some people just like to be here without even talking about things, you know. It's a good thing that you're finally at least just telling me that, so I know that you've been here for a while. So I really appreciate that. And as we speak, I'm almost done with this section. I mean, the hair is so much better if I'm doing it myself than this kind of random line work that has been done before. Like, I tried like a coloring app thing to make on a coloring page out of my work, and it looked really bad. So, you know, AI pretty much sucks. Can't do it. It can't do my job. Maybe some apps are better, but I don't like. I feel like the organic way is just way better. Even here, it's just too thick. I don't like this. I like having a blurriness to the coloring page. I don't know, it just feels better. Hello guys! Bonjour, coucou, hi, ohayo, konnichiwa, buongiorno, hola. Salut Kevin! Encore en français! C'est sympa de passer. C'est random complet, hein. Je suis là en mode genre, je suis en train de bosser sur un truc, je vais me mettre en stream, il y aura personne. C'est à peu près l'idée. Bah, on est 4. Et je crois qu'il y a moi qui compte dedans, donc on est 3. Bienvenue, welcome. C'est quoi, c'est welcome and guten tag. Je vais dire bonjour dans toutes les langues au cas où il y a quelqu'un qui parle cette langue-là. Je suis en train de travailler sur un des dessins pour le projet Spring Beauty du coup. Je me suis dit que si je me streamais en plus, ça m'aiderait à me concentrer et à avancer sur mon boulot parce que genre j'ai encore 10 dessins à faire. Tout va bien. Everything is under control. I only have like 12 or I don't how many do I have left? Way too many. I'm pretty much the victim of my success. Je suis victime de mon succès sur la page projet parce que de base j'avais 15 dessins à faire pour le set de base et je crois que j'en ai genre 10 de près à peu près. Ouais, un peu plus quasi fini parce que j'ai 2-3 retouches à faire mais en vrai ça va, c'est presque fini. Donc il m'en restait 3. I had like 3 designs left to do. Mais du coup, on a surpassé les 150%. Donc en fait, j'ai rajouté 5 dessins. Ce qui fait que du coup, au lieu d'avoir 3 dessins à finir, en fait, il m'en reste 7. 7, 8. Tout va bien. Non, mais ça va, j'ai encore 2 semaines. Polyglotte en plus d'être artiste. Ouais, doucement. I can only say hi. I speak French and English. That's more than enough. No hablo español. I can't speak Spanish. I understand Spanish much more than I can speak it. If I read something in Spanish, I probably will understand what it says roughly. But it's not easy because I pretty much sucked at Spanish when I was learning in school and I don't practice it at all. And yeah. Tant mieux si ton projet te plaît. Ah, mon projet, non, si mon projet me plaît. Mon projet me plaît aussi. Mais oui, non, le projet il marche vachement bien. Après là, ça fait quelques jours que j'ai plus de soutien sur la page. Mais j'ai beaucoup de gens qui sont fans du projet. Je crois que j'ai 60 personnes au moins. Je sais plus ce que ça me dit dans les statistiques. J'ai 65 fans et j'en ai 36 qui n'ont pas encore contribué, ça me dit. Et je pense qu'il y en a beaucoup qui attendent un peu le dernier moment. Déjà, il y en a qui vont attendre en fait d'avoir les sous, genre leur salaire, parce que je pense qu'il y en a beaucoup là qui n'ont pas forcément des sous en fin de mois quand je l'ai lancé. Donc peut-être d'ici une semaine, tu vois, il y aura un peu plus de monde. Et je pense aussi que les gens, ils vont attendre en fait un peu le dernier moment. Parce que là, il reste encore 2 semaines en fait pour le projet. Donc c'est pour ça aussi que potentiellement il y a un petit ralentissement. Mais j'espère qu'on va continuer. J'aimerais bien atteindre au moins les 200% parce que du coup, j'avais trop envie de faire mes designs de stickers exclusifs là. Mais il faut qu'on atteigne les 200% pour pouvoir financer en fait l'impression des stickers et les rajouter dans chaque commande sans frais supplémentaires pour les gens. Voilà. Je suis obligée d'atteindre un certain montant, sinon je peux pas couvrir tous les frais parce que c'est pas donné à faire les stickers. Donc on verra comment ça se passe. We'll see. I was saying to one of the person in the chat that the project is going really well with the Spring Beauty founding, but it's been pretty slow this past few days after like a huge peak. I have a lot of visits, but I don't have people still pledging, like picking a rewards. And I believe that a lot of people are just simply waiting for the last minute because the project is being funded until June 15. So there's still a lot of time left to pledge. And the rewards, like the books, there's still a lot in stock, so you don't really have to rush. However, in order to fund the goals, which is to get to 200% of the funding goal, the faster we'll get. Je vais annoncer un peu le truc en mode venez, c'est le dernier jour pour faire votre commande. On verra. En vrai, j'ai testé une application pour faire un dessin colorié à partir de mon dessin. L'œil, ça va, il est pas dégueulasse non plus, mais j'aime pas du tout le rendu. En fait, c'est pas du tout mon dessin, quoi. Ça va et en même temps, ça va pas. Donc, je vais refaire les lignes. J'ai mis la même playlist, hein, si ça vous dérange, dites-le moi. J'ai pas envie d'écouter autre chose. En vrai, je suis obligée de refaire, c'est pas beau, je préfère recommencer la ligne. En plus, c'est trop grossier, je veux un truc un peu plus léger, je pense que ce serait plus sympa. J'adore la BO de Clair Obscur. Non, en vrai, c'est extraordinaire ce qui m'arrive par rapport à ce projet. Things were pretty hard, you know. Earlier this year, January, I was pretty much broke. Had no sales, nothing really was happening. I was pretty miserable, to be honest with you guys. I had no idea how to get out of this. And after crying it out, I worked a lot. First of all, I worked a lot and tried my best to figure out a way to find contracts and just building the audience online, posting a lot of content, reaching out to more influencers. I tried my hardest to find a way to still be there, you know, and join an art collective. I started new projects. I've signed up with more companies doing diamond arts, and everything combined made it actually made what? I can't speak. By doing all of those things, I was able to basically just save my business. I literally saved my business, first of all. And I also was able to build more stuff along the way. I can save up money so I can found more projects, you know. And it's pretty nice. And I'm finally relaxed because I know that I'm okay, you know, like I financially, professionally, and I have stuff coming that will make it even better. So it's pretty cool to finally have a sense of like stability and clarity in regards to this, because I done myself so much. So yeah, it's really nice. The feeling of not having to worry about money for at least a while. Not saying that I'm making like a huge amount of money, I'm not rich, but I'm able to support myself. I can save up money, and it's okay if I spend a few weeks off for my health. It's okay to spend a few weeks working on something because I want to, even if I don't have any money coming, you know. I can't have that I couldn't have that luxury before, you know, just spending weeks working on a project without having any income coming up. I can actually do that now. This summer, I'm gonna have like an art boot camp, but I'm also taking time off, finally. And by time off, I mean like, even last year when I was on holiday, I couldn't take time off. Like I can't, because I was so worried about my job and my income that I couldn't really just be off work. En vrai, je dis ça pour Kevin, si jamais tu regardes encore, je sais que tu parles pas très bien anglais. Mais en gros, je disais, c'est tellement relaxant d'avoir enfin cette sécurité un peu. Alors, on n'est jamais sûr de rien financièrement. Mais je me dis que là, ça marche bien quand même pour moi. Je peux mettre de l'argent de côté. Je peux investir dans d'autres trucs. J'ai des événements qui arrivent qui sont intéressants. J'ai des conventions, tout ça. Et c'est vrai que même jusqu'à présent, j'ai pas vraiment pu prendre des vraies vacances. En fait, à chaque fois, j'étais en mode, il faut absolument que je travaille. Il faut que je pense à ça, à ci. Là, je vais pouvoir me permettre de vraiment décrocher et de prendre des vacances. De pas penser au travail, à part les petits trucs, voilà, mes engagements que j'ai mensuellement, mais notamment le collectif. Mais c'est à peu près tout. Genre, même Patreon, au mois de juillet, il va être désactivé parce que j'ai 3 semaines où je suis pas là, en fait. Mais ça fait du bien de pouvoir se prendre des vraies vacances et de pouvoir se poser. Et de se dire, c'est bon, genre, non seulement je peux me poser, mais j'ai aussi le temps de réfléchir à un autre projet sans être dans le rush complet, quoi. J'aime pas cet œil, je vais le refaire. En vrai, j'aime pas le rendu de ce dessin, je préfère le refaire. C'est trop grossier et ça représente pas vraiment mon style. Donc on va refaire le dessin avec mon outil, pinceau, crayon, tout souple. Alors je suis très très loin d'être riche, très clairement. Mais si je fais attention et que je continue de travailler, je devrais être... déjà, je devrais pouvoir mettre de l'argent de côté, partir en vacances et investir sur des nouveaux projets. Voilà. Donc ça, c'est cool. Et quand on est indépendant, les vacances, hein, c'est pas facile. Que les congés payés, ça n'existe pas. Bravo pour tous les efforts que tu fais pour vivre de ton art, c'est courageux. Bah je suis d'accord. C'est courageux. Franchement, il y a des moments, hein, j'ai cherché du boulot, j'ai envoyé des CV pour trouver un truc ailleurs. Je me suis demandé si j'allais pas changer de métier. Je me suis demandé si j'allais pas devoir emprunter de l'argent à ma mère ou à mon mec. Enfin, j'étais là genre, mais je fais comment? Je vous dis très clairement, hein, j'étais dans la merde totale. Je parle déjà en français, je dirai en anglais après, mais en gros, j'avais 200 balles sur le compte et 150 € sur un livret, quoi. Il me restait vraiment, vraiment pas beaucoup. J'ai vécu de manière très, très light pendant 2-3 mois. Janvier, février, mars, là, c'était un peu compliqué. J'ai ma mère qui m'a aidée et tout, enfin franchement c'était compliqué, hein. C'était très compliqué. Et je savais que les choses allaient... Voilà, la roue elle tourne toujours, donc je me suis dit c'est bon, ça va pas rester comme ça va finir par repartir, etc. Donc oui, c'est reparti, mais... Il a fallu plusieurs mois pour consolider tout le truc et là ça repart bien. J'ai un soutien qui vient de plusieurs endroits. J'ai Patreon, j'ai le collectif, j'ai mon projet Ulule, j'ai mes ventes sur Etsy, j'ai le diamond painting. J'arrive à mettre des œufs dans plusieurs paniers et en faisant ça, ça va mieux. Mais franchement, ouais, c'était très très compliqué. Financièrement, j'étais dans la ruine. J'étais dans la ruine complète. Donc moi, étant très économe et très prudente et prévenante, je sais que la situation peut toujours basculer dans l'autre sens, donc je mets de côté et je fais attention, parce qu'on n'est jamais à l'abri de se retrouver dans la galère. En tant qu'indépendant, voilà, on a toujours ces aléas-là. Mais là, je me dis que je suis en train de construire quelque chose qui est beaucoup plus pérenne. J'ai des engagements à droite à gauche, je fais des événements tous les ans. Là, j'ai 3 salons, j'ai encore un salon à l'automne. Et l'année prochaine, en 2026, j'ai au moins 4 ou 5 conventions que je vais pouvoir faire qui pourraient bien marcher pour moi. Et j'adore en fait faire des conventions. C'est très fatigant, mais j'adore être au contact des gens, donc du coup, c'est vraiment cool. Mais c'est vrai que ça demande du courage, parce que du coup, quand t'es indépendant, tu gères tout en fait, et y compris les galères. Et quand t'es ruiné, et quand t'es dans la merde, il faut quand même gérer aussi. So I was saying that someone just said that I was pretty brave for still believing in my work and trying hard to make a living and everything. And yes, it was really hard. Earlier this year, January, February, I was pretty much broke. Had like, I don't know, maybe like 300 euros left. A bit of savings, but not much. And I was wondering how I would make make a living and still just I had no idea really what to do, to be honest. I haven't applied for jobs. I was trying like to look out if I had to change careers, like what should I do. And really, if things didn't pick up in March, April, I would probably have given up and not necessarily closed the business, but I mean, you can't really make a proper living with what I was making. Like, it was just so little. So I'm so glad that now I'm able to support myself. Things are coming afloat, you know, like I have savings back. Not a lot of money. I'm not rich by any means. But coming from what I had earlier this year and looking at the states of my finances now, it's such a relief, because that means I am able to, first of all, invest some of it, save up some money, go on like some vacations with my mom and my boyfriend. I don't rely on others to pay for things, which I hate. I'm still making not a lot of money, so I'm still like, you know, with my partner is making a lot more, so we adjust things. But what I'm saying is that I don't feel like I'm living at the expense of someone else, because I don't like that. I am a pretty independent person, so that was killing me. I felt so bad. And I felt like a failure because things weren't working. So I'm really happy. Actually, I'm really relieved and really happy. Mentally, physically, it's also better. My health is better because everything is connected, of course. But it's been a hard first couple of months. In January, things pretty much sucked. So having this relief now has pretty much no price. Like, it's just so nice to be finally able to breathe and I get to actually have a proper vacation this summer and take time off, which I haven't taken in a long time. Because even when I'm actually off, I'm pretty much still thinking about work, or I'm off for like a day or two. I don't take time off. I only take time off maybe like once a year, like for 2 weeks. But I'm not really, in my head it's not really off, because the store is still running. I still have to reply to emails. I have to plan, post when I'm gone. You don't really get time off when you're an artist. I guess when it's your business, you know. I don't like the hair. I want to redo everything. I mean, I did it pretty much everywhere, and I don't like. It's too thick. It's too sketchy. We're gonna delete all of that, and I'm just gonna redo it myself, because I don't like the rendering of this. It's not. I don't like it. And boom, let's do it again. I have to save. Mes conventions me donneront plus de visibilité. Yeah, it is. It's so much better. I like it so much. It's hard to do convention still, because a lot of people there like fan artwork, and I used to stay away from fan art because I wanted to promote my own content. But everyone does fan art, and it's pretty hard in anime and like geek convention to not do fan arts. So I have a mix of both. I do have a lot of my original content along those lines, like this specific artwork, for example, was provided to people at the convention because it's Japanese based, and it's my work, and people like, especially in like anime convention, they tend to like this kind of style and characters. But I also caved in last time I did a convention, caved in and did a few fan arts of Pokemons, which I absolutely love. I love Pokemons, but I can't do a fan art of all Pokemons. It's just so much work. I have made 2, and I have a few extra coming up for a convention in I think it's for Halloween actually. It's November 1st it's just after Halloween. There's a new convention, which I will attend to, and I know a lot of people. Pretty much everyone that I saw was making fan art. I think it was like 1 or 2 people only doing original work, but it's pretty hard to have a fan base with only original work unless you are very specific, and I'm not that specific, I guess. There's a lot of competition in conventions, so eventually, you know, I was like, my boyfriend just said to me, you have to play with the same rules. If everyone is doing fan art, at some point you're gonna have to try to make at least some of it so people can see you. If it's almost like I'm using that just to appeal the visitor and a lot of people actually like to engage with my work and all, and I do have a lot of support just for my original content, not just for fan art, so it's basically a way to attract people. But conventions are very different than what I do online, for example, because I'm not meeting up with my own community. I'm trying to find new people and to appeal to different kinds of people, different age groups and all. It's a very different public. So I try to bring what I do, but also appeal to the audience by doing what they like. And that means making characters they love within my own world. And that's also why I'm not doing fan art of random people that I don't personally like. Like, I want to express myself with characters that I enjoy myself. So I won't do any kind of characters if I don't like them or if they don't appeal to them. I don't really want that, and I don't really know how to incorporate those in my own world. So that's why I'm sticking to very specific characters that I like. And yeah, that's basically it. But yes, conventions are getting really nice. I'm getting a lot of nice feedbacks. I'm finally able to make a profit after a few, and I have a big one coming up. So I have high hopes. And I'm also doing workshops there, coloring workshops with some bookmarks and my own artwork. And so it's pretty cool to have a workshop in exchange with kids. There's also some adults coming, but it's usually just mainly kids and teens. And it's nice to be able to talk to people and help them if they want to, have like bring support for their own artworks if they want to. I really enjoy the interaction because, you know, as someone who works mainly alone, sometimes it's hard. I don't crave having a professional environment with a lot of exchange and talking, because I like being by myself, and I'm pretty drained if I have to socialize all day and talk with people. But I kind of miss it sometimes, so I like having those events spread it out. Sorry for the noise. Spread it out around the year, so I can come, attend, have fun and chat with people for like 2 days, and then I can rest. I don't want to do more than a couple events each year. I have one left. Then next year we might have more. I'm going with my boyfriend, and next year is going to be a pretty dense one. I think we're going to have at least 5 events, and I don't think I will get more than that because it's pretty draining. It takes like a whole week to prepare. We have to pack things, we have to travel, we have to attend for 2 days and come back. I usually take 2 days off after, like Monday, it's usually on the weekends, and then Monday I don't work. But my partner has a full-time job, so he can't always have a day off. Last con we did, he actually had to work on the Monday, and he was really exhausted because he couldn't have any time off, so that was hard. And usually it takes me like almost a week to rest and get back on my feet, because they're pretty draining. A lot of hours, like 50 plus hours to prepare for like the week before, and then you have to do the actual convention, which is like usually 9 to 7 p.m. Wake up early. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and I really like doing those. we are looking right now to my plan actually with events like that is to be able to make enough money so I can do conventions outside of my current region. We usually, for now, we're sticking to local conventions, because if I have to go more than like an hour away by car, it's a lot to handle, you know, doing all the like commuting to the convention morning and nights. If it's above an hour, so it's really exhausting. So we do that for now, and I'm hoping to be able to make enough money and to have something better in terms of like how the convention is working. Usually artist booths are pretty expensive, and so with my boyfriend right now, what I'm trying, I mean, we're looking for that where basically the way it's working is that you don't really pay a lot of money to have your booth. You provide prices or like little things like books or whatever you want to provide to a how, c'est quoi le terme en je sais pas comment on dit en anglais. Like there's basically the community, like the people who are managing the convention, they do a lottery kind of deal, and every booth has to provide some kind of price for a set amount, and so people can win stuff, and then they just buy tickets for the lottery, and then they just get 1 or 2 or 3 prizes, and they basically just like a random lottery. And I found a convention like that here in nearby where I live, and I found another convention who works exactly the same, which is like an hour and 30 minutes away, and they have like 1,000, I think they said they had 1,000 visitors this year within 2 days. And 1,000 is pretty nice because it's a pretty small convention. There's not a lot of people. And I like to go to smaller events, first of all. I like also to go to events that tend to be more on the arts and craft / fantasy side, and not necessarily just anime or manga conventions, because first of all, there's less competition. And second of all, if I'm surrounded by people who are doing maybe like jewelry or crafting levers or just craft with like clay charms or things like that, crochet, other kinds of crafts, we don't have any competition, first of all, and that means I'm pretty much either the only one or we are just like a very few people doing illustration work. And by being kind of one of a kind in that specific event, because we are very different creators and there's a lot of different styles, that means people are more likely to purchase something from you. And if I'm going to a very big event where there's like 30 or 40 illustrators and like actual artists, it's way harder to make like profit there. And even with those conventions, I was still able to make a profit. So my goal is to eventually just do smaller events where I know that I don't have a lot of competition and it's not too expensive to attend. And then I can maybe have like I said, 4 or 5, maybe 6 around a year. And we'll see how that goes, if it's manageable. A lot of events are usually in the springtime, and then it's pretty slowed down, it's pretty chill, you know, there's not a lot happening in the summer. Then it's coming back usually September / October. But I have 2 big events in my local town. My local city has 2 big events, one in the winter, like fall winter, one in March. So those are like the 2 main ones. And then I have, next year I'm gonna probably have 3 smaller ones. That will lead me to 5, and I think it's pretty much enough. We'll see how that goes, because I don't want to spread myself too thin and try to be everywhere. Because it's exhausting, and I also have to have my boyfriend with me because it's pretty hard to manage alone. Not just because I would have to drive. I don't have a driver's license yet, but even if I had my driver's license, I wouldn't want to be alone with 2 days attending a booth, no pee break, everything by myself, installing by myself. It's just a lot of work. Really, you have to have someone with you. Thank goodness my partner is an amazing guy and is pretty supportive, but I also don't want him to be exhausted. He has to take a day off work, and he has to travel, and he has to drive and all, and it's a lot of work, and he's not being paid to do that. Usually I'll just pay for like a restaurant and we'll just celebrate that, and that's pretty much it, because he wants to support me, he's doing it because he wants to support me. But eventually it would be nice to have someone that can really fully help without having to compromise his sleep because he would have to take a day off. But yeah, 5 events is already kind of enough. I agree with that. It's already a lot of work, especially with 2 of those being kind of big. So, but yeah, it's so nice to be able to do something new and push myself to. For the next one for Halloween, I'm gonna have like an entire new set of creation. I'm doing about 6, 7, maybe like around 10 new artworks, like 5-ish fan arts, and then more original work will be coming with me. And I'm gonna clear up some of my old stock so I can start fresh, and hopefully this one will work better. I have tons of projects for this event, and so I'm investing a bit more money for this one, but I feel like it's gonna pay off, and I can do that because it's been better for me and for my finances lately. That means I will be able to invest for that project, which I wouldn't have been able to do that last year. So, but yeah, convention is pretty cool. It is providing a lot of visibility. I agree. I actually won a contest for the last one I went to, the big one in March. I won the prize for the illustration prize, actually, and winning this was so nice. It opened so many doors for me. I even sold the original work, so financially it was pretty amazing, first of all, and that also means next year they offered for me to have my own exhibition at the convention. I will pretty much have like a big booth where I get to sell my products, but also have my small exhibition, like a small display of my work. So I have high hopes for that. I have also already planned some of the artworks that I will bring, paintings and all, just bigger stuff basically. And I used to do a workshop, like I said, in that specific convention. So if I'm invited and do the exhibition, we're just gonna have to talk about that because I can't be everywhere. But I think that maybe what could happen is that I do like a part-time kind of workshop for like a few hours, maybe half the day, not like something going all day long, just something for a few hours, and then I can still do the exhibition. I don't know, but that's so cool. Like I've never had a solo, like it's not a solo exhibition, but like I will pretty much have my work kind of like put up front for people, and I will definitely have more people coming on my booth. I'll just have more visibility, and I've never had that, so that's pretty cool. Let's hope that this can actually work out. I don't know yet. It's in March of next year, so it's pretty far away. But I still think I'm already thinking about it because I have to plan things. You know, if I have to put up a show with artworks, it's a lot of work. Hang on. Making eyebrows. Gosh, I can't speak English sometimes. So yeah, everything is just falling into place. I'm trying my best, you know, to be confident, to work on stuff. I'm also still like wondering about like Christmas markets. I want to build a new portfolio so I can also maybe do freelance work, but ultimately I don't really want freelance work per se because I'm hard with deadlines. I like having the freedom of building my own thing. So we'll see about freelance work, but maybe Christmas market. I'm actually going to apply for this year. I think the call for artists is in July, so I'm just gonna fill up the form, explain what I want to do, and the market is actually in a small city nearby where I live. It's actually where my boyfriend lives, and it's where my boyfriend lives, and it's like, I think it's like a week. It's a pretty long Christmas market, so I don't know if I can manage that, but I really want to try. I want to apply, because how would I know if I can do it if I never apply, right? And again, Christmas markets, what I like about this is usually they do a lot of arts and crafts. There's a lot of creators, but there's not a lot of artists per se. When I say artists, I think about people making artworks or like stationery items, coloring books. I've never seen that in any Christmas markets. So I think that if I try to voice in a way, hey, see, I'm doing this, I usually don't see that in Christmas markets. I believe it's a great gift for kids. I think it would work really well. I'm a local creator. I think it's gonna work out. Maybe I will be selected. If I'm not selected, it's fine. At least I tried. So I think I'm gonna apply. And if I know that I'm selected, I have like until, pretty much would know in July, and that means that leaves me like 5 months to prepare for a Christmas market. And I'm only doing one event, and it's gonna be like early December-ish. So I have time to prepare. And in Christmas markets, it's kind of like art fairs. Usually there's a lot of different creators, but there's not a lot of people doing what I do. There's people doing like ceramic work, there's people doing clay stuff, there's like jewelry maker, leather crafts, probably crochet, or people selling clothing, different crafts, but not a lot of illustrators. So I believe there's less competition if I'm doing those specific markets compared to random conventions where there's like 30 artists. So that's also why I'm aiming at those events, and I don't want to set my hopes too high. I'm just gonna apply, and we're just gonna see if it's working out, you know. It depends also on the cost to attend this market. I hope it's not too expensive, because you never know, but like a booth for a week, I don't know. It might be too expensive, but I guess it's still going to be cheaper than my local town. Like in my city right now, it's pretty expensive. I'm not doing the Christmas market here. Oh no. First of all, it's like a month long. I believe it's the entire month. I think it starts like late November and it ends on December 24, just for Christmas Eve, or maybe 23, I don't know. So that's a lot of work. First of all, that's pretty much like a whole lot of, God, I don't know how people do that. But usually this market I went to a couple times, and what works there is food. People just come to eat food, basically. They just like to have local like poutine or like warm wine, cheese. They literally just come to get food. And again, I've never really seen anyone in those Christmas market, at least in my city. I never had come across a creator doing what I do. I see candle making, random stuff, jewelry, knickknacks, just a lot of food. But like an actual illustrator providing like stationery, sticker design, stuff like that, and then coloring books, no see. And I think that could appeal as a gift, especially for kids and like young adults. I don't know. Would that be a fail? Maybe. Do I want to try? I do. Just saying that I would not feel out of place. I think that it's actually quite unique, and you don't really see that in those markets, at least not where I live. So I'm the only one talking. Well, there's only 2 people watching, so maybe that's why. Who's still there? Quelqu'un est encore là ou pas? C'est pas grave, ça me fait du bien de parler, de raconter mes petits projets. De toute façon, je ferai sûrement un vlog bientôt. Je vais parler français un peu pendant un moment. Hey, wow, we had a pike. A pike? What's a pike? We had a peak. 5 people watching. Hello. Bonjour. Et coucou. Qui est français, qui est anglais? Who's English and who's français? Spanish, maybe? Espagnol? Italiano? Nihongo? Who knows? Australian? Wow, that was a really bad accent. I'm really sorry, guys. I shouldn't do that. Belgique, peut-être. Royaume-Uni. Scotland? I wonder if I can do it in like... Tu fais toujours la fantasia, merci. Je me demande si je peux faire un accent anglais ou si je cheat complètement dessus. Would you like to talk to me? I don't know. I don't know. Can I speak English? And not like from the US? I believe that my accent is a mix of French and US and maybe Canada, but I don't sound from the UK at all. It's not very natural for me to speak in a very English accent. It's like, it's very much, how do you say, it's like very clear and very, I guess clear and well-mannered way of speaking. I actually really love the English. I mean, I don't want to say the English accent, but like anyone who's from the UK has that specific British tone in them. And dare I say it, whenever I think about that, I usually think about Emma Watson or like Harry Potter characters. Harry Potter. It's very UK. Yeah, I'm making sense. I don't know. But I'm saying that my accent is clearly not from the UK. That eye is so much better than the random one that was made by the coloring app being super sketchy. It's so much better. And I'm talking and then we're almost done. What do I have to do left? What's left? The fan design. I still have one bit of a flower here. And I haven't completed the eye of the mask, so we're gonna do that. It's so freaking long to do, but also because I'm talking. If I wasn't talking, it would be already done. Ah! Wrong tool. You know what I want to do right now? I want to sleep. Ton accent anglais est facile à comprendre pour mon oreille française. That's true. I can also speak with a very French accent, which I hate to do because it's not natural at all. It's messing with my brain. It's so messing with my brain because I basically have to use my English knowledge of like words and grammar and everything, but I have to speak even in French. I don't sound French as much as I sound trying to do a French accent, which is odd, very very odd, parce que personne ne parle comme ça, genre personne n'accentue à ce point-là le truc. Yeah, I don't like having a French accent. It's very unnatural for me. Non, ce qui serait drôle, c'est que je parle espagnol plutôt. Oh, mine hurts. My back. Conversation with LB. Il va falloir que je le rembourse. Yes. I am so late at doing commission work. Yes, I understand. I'm gonna have to work on this. I keep forgetting about something that I have to do because I constantly have new stuff to do. And I'm overworked all the time. So whenever I have time to actually not work, I don't. But then I have to... Anyway, basically I have a commission that's been due for like months, and I mean, the client's pretty patient, but at this point I should probably just refund the guy. Because like it's not fair. People are so patient with me. Thank you. And I don't forget. I know that I have something to complete, right? It's just that I need to find time and dedicate time to complete things. So this is not working. This can't happen right here. She can't have her eyes right here. It's just not possible. Like, I wonder if I'm the only one who just has trouble and like has issues completing something because they have to do it. Because I'm able to complete so much if I don't have to. But like, even when things I like, for example, what I'm doing right now is something people are expecting, you know, people pay for that. So I'm doing it. I'm able to complete so many things, but like commission work, I don't know why it's so hard. I don't know. I really don't understand why specifically this is hard and not the rest. But that's also why I usually don't do commission works, because I know that they are very stressful for me. That's it. It's just, it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I know you're gonna have to wait a long time. So right now I'm just commission are off. I mean, technically I would accept, but I would pretty much say don't expect it for like months, because I have so much to do. And you know, this is also why I don't really do freelance work, because I know they have pretty strong deadlines, and that would be very stressful for me. So that's also kind of why I don't do freelance work. That's too dark. I can also just change the opacity. Why didn't I do that first? In trying my best to do straight lines. Not this one. Save. Wow, I forgot to save. That's pretty bad. You shouldn't never. Always make sure to save often. One day I was working on an untitled file for like, I don't know, maybe 2-3 hours. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember the software crashing, and I've lost 3 hours of work. The pain was hard. Pourquoi je préfère faire mon line art en digital plutôt qu'en traditionnel? C'est pas nécessairement que je préfère. Honnêtement, je pense que je préfère le rendu sur papier. Mais c'est ce que j'ai fait pendant longtemps. J'ai envie de parler un peu français. C'est ce que j'ai fait pendant longtemps. Et j'ai récemment, on va dire, en gros, mon deuxième, je crois, même le troisième bouquin a été fait sur papier. Et à partir de 2019, j'ai trouvé un outil que j'ai là, du coup, sur l'ordi. Avec la mise à jour de Photoshop, qui est très proche du rendu crayon, en fait. sais pas comment vous l'expliquer. C'est... Oui, ça ressemble à un crayon. Voilà. Et ça me permet d'avoir des lignes très très propres en fait, que j'avais pas forcément sur papier, où j'avais beaucoup de retouches à faire. Donc c'est plus facile pour le confort. C'est plus facile parce que je peux zoomer. J'ai pas de retouches à faire. Je suis sûre que l'image elle-même, elle est bien noir et blanc. Et il n'y a pas de texture bizarre. Ou... Enfin, c'est plus pour être plus clean, on va dire. Ouais. Même si techniquement, j'aime bien aussi le rendu sur papier. Est-ce que je fais le motif des fleurs en fond? C'est quand même plus sympa s'il y est, je pense, pour les gens. Ça fait partie de mon dessin. Ce serait dommage de ne pas le mettre. On n'a plus de musique. Est-ce que je mets... J'ai mal à la tête un petit peu là. Je commence à être fatiguée. Pourtant, il n'est pas bien tard, mais... Je t'en prie. Allez, on y est presque. Ah mince. Non, j'ai inversé ce que j'avais en tête. Bon, tant pis. Non, mais en fait, c'est logique. C'est moi qui me suis... Attends, du coup. Lui. En effet, c'est pas logique, là. Hang on, I'm fixing my crazy lines. Eh. Il faut que je parte, mais ça n'ira pas, j'ai pas de temps, j'ai pas de temps. Merci d'être passé, thank you for coming, Fantasia. It's okay. Merci beaucoup, bisous, bonne journée à toi aussi. I mean, it's almost 2 hours of streaming. God, it's a lot of work. I mean, what I'm doing is a lot of work. Non, c'est pas ça que je veux faire, c'est des petites fleurs. Moi j'ai un peu faim. J'ai mangé ce matin mais j'ai pas mangé depuis. Alors je me demande du coup qu'il y a une personne qui regarde, je sais pas si c'est quelqu'un, si c'est moi, est-ce que ça compte ou pas. C'est marrant puisque du coup ça m'est simultané. Pourtant j'ai eu bien plus de monde. Quand même je suis montée à 6. Hello. Hi. Bonjour, coucou, salut. Ok, on y est presque. Ah, il est mignon, c'est pas beau ça. Je suis en train de faire un caca. Ok, ça c'est bon. Alors il manque ici. du coup, ouais, je vais essayer d'accentuer un petit peu les contours des fleurs. En fait, il faut que j'accentue un petit peu les contours. Je trouve que les lèvres sont très très fines. Plus que sur mon dessin. Enfin, je les ai fait un peu trop fines. Et je vais essayer d'élargir un tout petit peu. C'est un peu mieux comme ça. Je commence à avoir très très faim. Je crois que je vais arrêter. Et puis j'en profite parce qu'il n'y a personne. Well, there's nobody left. Nobody's here anymore. Just in case someone is coming, I'm getting really hungry. It's almost 3 p.m. for me, and it's been 2 hours that I've been streaming. So I think I'm just gonna call it a day, and I will see you very soon. Thank you for watching this. Merci d'être revenu. Si quelqu'un regarde cette vidéo, je vous dis à très vite. Je ferai un petit vlog demain pour parler du projet Spring Beauty. Et puis merci pour tous ceux qui auront regardé. Bisous.